Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio. I'm working on a commissioned journal, and some of the specs that we came up with was that she had originally mentioned Boho, and that can really be a couple of different things. So I asked her if she was looking for like a shabby chic type boho, or was she looking for Indian sari, glittery, goldy, diamondy boho. She said she loved both and that she left that up to me. So I have moved forward with kind of a shabby chic type boho. And although I don't want to share, the journal with you per se, I am making the ephemera for the journal, pockets, tags, journal cards, flip ups, those types of things. And because I do make a couple of extra for my stash, I thought I would bring you along on this while I made a couple of these really cool kind of envelope things. So these are the first ones I made that were kind of more not shabby chic. These are my trials, but basically they're two different. So we've got one here that I'll show you. When you open it up, okay, it's a pocket. Okay, so you can put stuff in there. And the second one is a little bit different, other than it's different papers. This one, you open totally up so you could journal in here, or you could add things in here, but it's not a pocket type. If it was pocket, I would have just sewn it along the sides like that. So anyways, I thought I would show you how I made these, as I make one for this girl who requested this journal, and I can make them for her journal. So I'm going to put these aside, and I'm going to have a seat, and hopefully I have all my supplies here. So it's just like the second or third time I've done this, so bear with me if I have little bleeps. Anyways, let's go on to making the journals. So what I've done first is I wanted to show you that the papers that I selected were these two here, and they are from, this one in particular is from Antique Papery, and it's the Daphne digital. And this one right here, so pretty, is from Leanna Scrap digital kits, and it's called Lace Delight. So those are the two papers that I used. And then just to let you know that my printer does print borderless, but I think this one in particular, I didn't print borderless at first. So what I did was I put the two papers together and I cut the white part off of this one right here. And so they're, smaller than an 8.5 by 11. With that in mind, I picked two lightly coffee dyed papers that I'm going to line them with. And I'm going to need to cut these down to size to fit. So I'm just going to take one of these. And I'm going to, I hope I'm in camera, I'm going to cut it down. And all these coffee dyed strips I saved because I use them for backing. And I can trim this out if it's not exact once we glue it, so. Okay. So these strips I will add to my coffee dyed papers. Okay, so now this is what we have, and this coffee dyed paper is just going to line these. So this one will go something like this. So pretty. And this one, I'm trying to think if I want that down or up. I think I want it to go like this. I don't know. Let's see if we want it to go like this. Oh, I think I like it like that. So anyways, so understand that we're going to go ahead and sew these anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the backs on, just using a glue stick, and it just has to be lightly glued. But I want to leave, the reason I need to know which one I'm going to have on the top and which one I'm going to have on the bottom, this is the bottom and this is the top, is that I don't want to glue up here. So I'm just going to glue the bottom part. I better, let's fold it the way we're going to do it. Okay. So I want this to go here and this to go there. Okay, perfect. This is really up to you how deep you want to make this. This would be 1, 2, 3.5 inches maybe. If we do 4, how will this look? Oh, that might be good. Let's do something just shy of 4. Okay, and then we want to fold this down, and I want to leave a little space right there. So I'm kind of looking at the side which you can't see. Okay, so it looks like this. So I don't know if you can see here where the fold is right there. Okay. That's going to help me fold the inside piece as well and to know how it's going to go. So there's one, and I want to go ahead and fold the other one too while I'm at it. And I decided I wanted this to come down over the top. So we're going to fold this one up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, almost 4. Maybe like this. And this one come down. Maybe about like that. Okay, very pretty. Okay, so they're a little different, but that's fine. So now what we want to do is go ahead, now that we have these creases that I can see, I'm going to go ahead and glue the coffee dyed on, but I'm not going to glue this top piece right here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put my glue on here. I don't know if you can see this here, on just this part and not the top part. And again, I don't have to be real concerned about the glue because we're going to sew it. Okay. We just need something to hold it in place. So I'm going to go ahead and try to line this up a little bit. So then, perfect. I'm gonna go grab a card and make sure I have my air out of there. I'm going to look at my fold right here. And remember, we did not glue this top part, okay? Now we're going to do the same to the other one. Make sure you have your top and your bottom so that you understand which one is which. I just switched that because this is the lighter side, and that's the side that's going to be open. If I close this pocket, looks like this sheet isn't exact, so I'm going to line it up to one side, and then we can trim the other side. I just turned it over and I'm looking at where my fold line was. And then my other fold line. Okay, like this. And it does look like I need to trim a little bit off of this side, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. It kind of, like, it meets here, but it doesn't meet at the top, so it must just be the angle of this cutter was a little off, so we're just going to trim that out so that it matches. Got glue on it, so I don't want to shred it, so I'll just finish it off here with scissors. And then the only thing you need to do if you trim like that is you need to make sure that you that it lines up on the sides and that. Okay, and so with that, if I turn it over, I have a little tiny bit right here that's sticking out, so I'm going to trim that out. Okay. Okay, so that's our start, okay? Our start is like right here. So the next step is we need to make our little circle here. And so I cut out some circles. When I was making those, of course, I threw them in this side basket. Now I don't know that I have them. Oh, here they are. Oh, there's a bunch. Okay. There is a bunch. So these are the circles we're going to use. Okay. But we want to color them. So this is like so easy. So this is going to go on here. I'm going to use 2 of them. Okay. And we need 2 for down here. Now we only need to color the top one. So I have Crayola watercolor markers, and I'm going to just bring this over here. Hopefully we can see. I'm going to stand up and see if we can see it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just kind of looking for a color that I think will match. And okay, I think for this one I like this. So I am just going to color this with this marker here. Hope my head's not in the camera. And I apologize for my nails. I had them painted before Christmas, and they've just totally broken right to the quick, so some of them are kind of short. And I need to redo them, but for now, they'll do. So I'm just going over it a second time. Okay. It might be a little bright for this one. Let's see. I don't know. Let's put a little. I think I can get away with lightening it up a little bit with a white Prisma. Let's see. Blend it a little. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a little too bright. So I'm going to use a little Posca, white Posca, to maybe try to lighten it. Okay, I think that'll do it. There's always a fix. Okay. Then we want to glue these two together, but I want to use art glitter glue because I need to make sure that they stay together. And then I want that to dry because that's got paint on it. Okay. Now this one, thinking let's try this kind of a fleshy pink. Actually, I kind of like that one, but I think that's okay. But I wonder if I don't want to go a little darker. Yeah, let's make it this, maybe let's try this kind of rosish color. Make it, darken it up, because there is dark in those flowers on there. Yes, love it. Now both of these I'm going to trim in gold. So I'll show you what I do. I have my gilding, this gilding polish. And I just take a paintbrush here, just a small paintbrush, and I use a little water that I have. I just get a little of the gilding polish on it. And I'm just gonna line it in gold. Got glue or something stuck on my finger. There's one. And this one we have to glue together. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and put the gold. I'm going to just do another coat on this one real quick. When you mix the gold with water, obviously it waters it down, so it's not as thick of a polish. But I do that because I want to be able to put it on with a paintbrush and have more control than sticking my finger in there and swiping it. And who knows what it would look like on here. I want more of a line that I have some control over, okay? So let's do the same to this one here. Well, you know what? I realized that I just forgot. Oh, it's rainy here. I can hear the rain outside hitting the roof. I forgot my hole punch here. So I'm going to have to get up and get that. Okay, I'm going to hold these up so you can see them, because I know they're very small. Okay, so they've got the gold around them. I don't know if you can see that if I tilt it or whatever. Oops, on both. So these are ready to go. I've got to get my hole punch so we can put our brads in. And I just use my crocodile because it has the small punch. And so I just kind of guess the center of this. And make a small hole. And do the same on this one. Okay, and then you can use like rhinestone brads. I don't have any right now, but I'm not sure that I want to add too much to this. I would like to probably just keep it with the gold. I'm going to put that through. So it'll look like this, and put this one through. Oh, I need my punch again. Okay, so now it's important that I measure at this point, because I need to measure across the center. So I'm going to get a pencil and we're just going to measure. So right now, because remember I cut this down on either side, we are at 8 inches. So at 4 inches, okay, is where my center is. So here's 4, and I want it to go up a little higher. So I'm going to guess maybe right there. That's where if I punch there, okay, I'm going to go just a smidge higher than that, which is maybe right up here. And that's why we did not glue this down, because I want to punch this hole and put this in, and then we will glue that over it. Okay, so there's where we want to punch. Like I said, bear with me, all my little blips here. Okay, so we want to punch right there. Get that piece out of there so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Find my pencil hole, or my pencil mark, and I'm going to put a hole. Perfect. Then we're going to put this in there. Okay. And we'll go ahead and spread our brad apart like this. Okay. Now we can glue this, but remember, we're still going to sew, so I just have to glue it down. Now we're not gluing right, we're not sewing right around the brad. So I'm going to put a little bit of art glitter glue right around here and on the brad so it holds it. Okay. Then we can just lay that like this, and it'll cover up so you don't have the brad showing through. There we go. Okay. And we'll do the next one. And we're going to measure again. This one may or may not be the same. This one is a little bit longer. So it's about 4 1/16. So maybe about there. and then we're going to put our brad in there. Oh, this is going to be pretty. We'll go ahead and glue it. My actual work area is pretty small here, so I end up with stuff all over the place. Sorry about that. Okay, we want to put a little art glitter glue around this brad. I need to get some lighting in this room because I have no window in here. This is my old walk-in closet. So I need to get some lighting in here. I just work with an art light or whatever. Okay, and then you can see where we need to trim. We need to trim a little here and then a little on the outside here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to use my scissors to do that. Okay. So now the next thing we want to do is do some decorating before we sew, because we'll sew over any lace or anything that we put on here. So I was thinking, I have this lace. That'll be pretty there, huh? I think I like that, so let's go ahead and cut that. I think I like it. I'm going to use a little bit of Fabri-Tac on there. And remember that we're going to sew all down here. So I'm just going to run this Fabri-Tac down this middle. Oh, that's pretty. Now, what I wonder is, I've got this gold rickrack. I think that would look really pretty there. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. Oh, maybe what we need to do is put it on this. Put it on the bottom of that. Whoops. Oh my goodness, I really like that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's cut this piece. Okay. I'm going to try to do them, as you can see, I'm trying to do it in stages where I'm doing the same thing on each envelope. So on this one, okay, so I'm going to put this one aside. On this one, I think this pink is pretty. But it's a little matchy-matchy. Nope, don't like that. Let's see. How this cream looks if it's too plain. Because this lace I can cut. You kind of can't see that lace. So but I want to keep it kind of pastel. So let me see what else we have here. Let me see if this is too bright, or maybe when you lay it out. No, I think that'll be fine. Oh, I think that'll be really pretty. Okay, so let's cut that. So let's go ahead and put our fabric tack on this one as well, down here at the bottom. I don't know if I'm on screen. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it. Okay. I forgot I need to trim this right here. Okay. Now what I want to do with these is I want to make them, this is journaling space right here. So I think I will make a pocket out of one and a journaling space out of the other. But I need to, in order to sew these, right now I've got, I've got gold thread, so that'll work. I was looking at my sewing machine thinking I might have to change the thread, but I've got gold, so we're good. Put it away. I had some gold floss. So while I was looking, I found some pink thread as well, some pink floss that I thought would be pretty on this one. And I think I will stick with the gold on this one because we're going to sew them in gold. But let me show you. We may need to put this on first. I sure like that up here though. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to put it on there. So let's go ahead and glue this on first, and then I will show you how we do the thread. These are going to really be pretty. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to find how much thread we need. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this thread right around here. And twice. Okay, then we're going to make a little snip there. And then we want to take this and go down around here like this. And then around, okay? So then we're going to cut that here, and then what we're going to do is tie the end of this so it doesn't fray. I mean, it'll fray a little at the very end, which is fine. It's hard to do it when you have nails, but we can get it. Okay. I want it tied fairly close to this end right down here. Like that. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so now we have to sew this. And I'll put this away. Let's do the gold one. Look how pretty they are. And I'll show you, I do a little bit more embellishing after we get them sewn. Okay. Another way you can do this is if you hook this under here and then go around, so I wanted to show you both ways. You can just hook this under here, put a little glue on it, okay? And then when we sew it, it'll sew right across it and hold it. But this way is also just as good. Okay. I said a double knot would work. And trim that off. And then like this. And then we just want to take this one. The struggle is real, people. Let's see. I'm real excited about this journal for her. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now this one, we want to trim our gold right there and right there. And then I'm off camera. I'm going to put you on pause for a second. It'll be a few minutes for me. It'll be no time for you when I come back. And I'm going to go ahead and sew around them. And again, I'm going to make one a pocket and one just a journaling space. Okay, hi everybody, I'm back and I went ahead and sewed around these, and I also, while I was sewing, I added some trim. So you knew that before I stopped the video that we were going to add this. So I glued this down and then sewed it. But I also added a little gold to the top of this to just add a little bit more gold on there that I just loved. And then this one, I actually had a different kind of trim that I added to the bottom of this just to kind of spice it up a little bit. So basically this one is a pocket envelope, kind of, so you can put stuff in it. And this one is a full journaling sheet. Okay, and again, you could still put stuff in there if you wanted to. I just didn't sew down the sides. But I kind of thought that I wanted to add just a little bit more bling to these. So I got out some of these little blingy things, and I see that I have some pinks. So I thought I would see about putting some, maybe, okay, I think that'll work. If I put 2 there and maybe 2 there, I don't know, we'll see. But I want to add them with the art glitter glue to make sure that they stick. So let's do this first. But you know what? I have clear ones. Might be pretty on this one. I think so. So let's do a clear here. And you know what? I don't think I have. I might, but I don't think I have little tweezers. Oh. I don't know if these will work. They're just little plastic tweezers to put this on. So I'm just putting a little bit of art glitter glue. Oh yeah. I'll put one that way I don't have to get my fingers in there. Put one right there. Maybe my finger will be, no, it won't be because I already know I can't tip it over. Maybe. Nope. I'm going to put 2 on either side. And I think that'll make it just dresses it up just a smidge, I think. Remember, these are supposed to be kind of boho, shabby chic boho. These, I don't know what they call them. Just called stickers, I guess. I don't know. They have, they are sticky on the back, but they're not very good. They would fall right off if you didn't put art glitter glue on. So anyways, I love that. And I think I'm going to leave that with just the 2 on either side. While I had the camera off, I was struggling with my bobbin on my sewing machine, so there's thread all over the place here. I don't know what I want to do with this one yet. If I want to put pink on there. What are you thinking? Some pink? Thinking some pink? I think I would. That's a peach. I think we need to go with pink. So oh, how pretty. I really like these. They're pretty blingy. This is like so my style. I often make journals because people will say, well, can you make a botanical, or can you make this, or can you make that? So I make my journals, the ones that are in my shop, and that kind of based on what people have mentioned. Of course, there's you know, the train journal or the airplane journals. Those are my my designs. So I was looking for something masculine and I couldn't find it, so I just went ahead and designed digitals and then made journals out of it. But most of the others are because people have expressed an interest in something, and so I kind of followed that. But this is really my style, this kind of shabby chic boho type. So I'm really enjoying making this journal. But there you go. There we have our two foldovers, and then the backs are pretty plain. But then these are the two I made prior to that. Actually, it goes this way. And if you notice, I left these corners squared, okay? But you can change this, the way the corner goes there, or in this case, I rounded the corner. Now this one I could round a little bit, which I may do. So let me get my corner rounder. Let's see. I'm going to have to undo it to do that. Okay, let's see. That's pretty. Oh yeah, I like it rounded on this one. That one I like it square because I have the trim on it. How pretty is this? Okay, I love it. And then I added a lot of gold to these. So I may or may not trim them in gold. Like if you notice this one, I've got gold around the edges. But I think I have enough gold on these that I don't really want to add any more to it. Because I kind of just love them the way they are. So I think I'm going to call that a video. I hope I didn't confuse everybody too much. Because I had to stop and sew them, but I just love them, and I hope you'll give them a try yourself. And I can't wait to add these to the journal I'm making. And when I'm all done with that journal, I will, once she receives it, I will put a flip through up as long as she gives me permission to do that. But anyways, I just love it. So there you go. I hope you had a good holiday. I hope everybody's having a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. My subscribers are growing, and that's really nice. Give the video a thumbs up if you learned something, you liked something, and ring the bell if you want to see when I upload future content. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye, everybody. See you in the next video.